I could do it. I could do it live. I could do it live.
Guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube how you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.
Hello. Welcome to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. We are joined today by Jason.
Jason?
Is it Jason?
I don't know. Could be. If you're lucky.
Could be. Maybe not.
Maybe not. You got to keep them guessing. You never know who you might get.
Yeah, who knows what guest we'll have today? The Shadow knows.
The Shadow knows.
Welcome, Eric McIntyre. Hey!
Hello, welcome.
You! I think his next line is going to be, "Get into my car."
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, and that's when you, Jason, would say, "Who, me?" And Eric would reply, "Yes, you. Get into my car."
Yeah, but at one point he says, "Get in the back seat, baby," and I'm not up for that, man. I thank you. I'm flattered, but
you've got class. What's up, Andy?
Hey, what's going on?
I think he's got a white van.
Oh, as long as it's windowless, then I'm fine. If it's windowless, I know I'll be totally safe. Yeah, no harm has ever come from a windowless van. That's for sure.
Seriously, oh my God, holy moly! Welcome back to the show. Back to the channel, I mean.
Yeah, welcome back to you as well. Thank you for having me.
How is it going, man?
It's going. Things are going well.
Good to have you.
Yeah, good to be back. Good to be back.
Man, you have I don't know if you'd really call it blossomed, but
Awesome.
When you started your whole CG journey, it seemed like you were kind of shy and reserved, in a sense. And then over time, now you're like on every single CG channel, every single CG stream.
Well,
and
you got
like
a network,
superhero now.
I don't know about that, but I try to jump on as many different channels as I can. Because you don't want to pocket yourself too much in one. I mean, I do. I pocket myself a little bit, but you got to venture outside that pocket and talk to other people and even go outside of nobody. Like I recently was on what was it? Indie Volt.
Indie Volt.
Yeah, I was recently on there. I'd never been on there before, so and that was fun. I had a good time. And I think I even got a backer out of it, I think. But yeah, you got to venture out of your little safe zone and get to talk to other people, even if it's just in the chat. Just get to know people, hang out, and have a good time. Because that's what this is. It's all about having a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Indie Vault, I just recently learned about. I mean, they seem to be doing all kinds of great big things.
Yeah, they got a good channel. Everybody should go over there and subscribe to them, but also subscribe to WyzGyz. Hit that bell for notification and share this out.
Thank you so very much.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, they've got the channel. They've got a radio show.
Yeah.
And they've got their own book. I mean, Lola, the wife of the operation, has like the adult comics division.
Yep.
So that's pretty sweet. Looking forward to her book and everything.
I told Dan Plagle, Boog Dan Art, that he should definitely hit him up.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
right up their alley.
That would be perfect, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and he's got the personality too. So yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. and I can easily see a collaboration between the two as well.
Yeah.
Jason is what you would call the the village bicycle.
Everyone gets a ride, man. Everyone gets a ride. More than welcome. You know,
Oh my gosh.
come on and ride me.
Oh damn. Oh man. Uh, sometimes I imagine you more like being a motorcycle rider, and then having a sidecar, and then you just invite people to hang out in your sidecar, and then you just go cruising along.
Yeah, if you feel safe.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, wow. So how was the life, the indie comic life?
You know, I mean, it's busy. You know, like you said, you want to jump on streams, plus do your own streams, videos, and stuff. Build your channel. But once you're done with that campaigning part, if your book's not already done, it's definitely a good time. Right after that, you just start hammering away more. I mean, I've been hammering away at the extra stuff, like the trading cards and the poster and stuff like that. Just so that way those are kind of out of the way, and I can focus strictly on the comic. So yeah, so I have all but I think 2 cards done, and also the poster I have to color. But aside from that, all that stuff's done. There's going to be stickers too, which I got to do up, but those will be easier. Those won't take as long because they're just standalone type things or images or inverted. So some of them are already done. But yeah. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. It takes up a lot of time. So once that's done, I could not worry about streaming as often, and I could just hammer away and do like Frege does, maybe disappear, and then just work on the book. So yeah.
Right. Well, I guess it's time you announce your ultimate plan, and that's to do like Frege and build your own 3D world and environment.
Yeah, not quite there yet. I'll let him handle that. He can do all those wow out there ideas. I'll stick with the comic book.
Do you think? Well, I don't know. Maybe it's too early in your indie comic career, but do you anticipate getting to a point at which you're going to go do indie comics full time and possibly leave your job or reduce your hours at that 9 to 5?
Yeah, well, I'm already actually talking about it and looking into ways to go about it, so that way I can actually do that. My whole main thing is my medical coverage. My student loans, I really don't care. I have a co-signer, and that's why I'm paying right now. But if I can get them off, I just stop paying the student loans. But my main thing is medical, so I need medical insurance of some kind. So I'm talking to a friend actually of mine who just started selling medical insurance, and I've known him for like 30 years pretty much. Yeah. So he's a good friend, so he won't steer me wrong. And so I'm looking into ways right now. I mean, as you said, it's still too early right now. What if this collapses tomorrow? Then I at least have my job still. But,
Sure.
Yeah, so it's still something that I have thought about over the past couple weeks, and maybe after like the next campaign, see how that goes, and if it goes better, if it does way better than this one even, then that's probably something I could put into motion. So we'll see though.
Right. Yeah. It said that in the indie comic scene, it's pretty common for the first 3 or 4 comics to still have the creator in the red, and then you start earning profit because you've built an audience, you've got like a fan base who really digs your book and the ideas you bring to the table, and then it's usually starting around the 4th book or so when you start to see some kind of profits or get in the green.
Yeah. Yeah, you build that trust also with the fan base and the scene, and once they know you will put out books on time and deliver them on time, and you have a good turnaround rate, they'll back more often, and more people will.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then also it's kind of like similar situation for businesses in general, small business, they say that if you survive your first 3 years, then the odds are in your favor that you'll make it. If you be before the 3 years, then it's risky business.
Well, also, I think once Comic Cons open back up, I really think everybody in this scene will probably start to do better too. Because if you're at a con and you're selling, like, if I'm selling issue 1 of Absolute and issue 2, and they're like, well, what do you have going on now? I'm like, oh, well, my next campaign's on Indiegogo. Here's a card for the link, and then they can go back too. So it's more networking on top of that. So I think my theory anyway, my hypothesis is once things open up a little more and we can do those conventions and do more fan interaction, we'll get more backers hopefully in that regard as well. So like we could even maybe offer incentives, like if you back while you're in front of me on your phone, I'll give you an exclusive like sketch right now, or something like that. You get all the incentives. So
that's a great idea, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something, just something off the top of my head. You can even have like a sticker, even if you're worried about them refunding right away. You can just give them like a free sticker. That way, really no harm, no foul. But hopefully they won't refund. But yeah, so yeah, I think once things open up, I think we'll start to be able to get more traffic.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Speaking of conventions, it sounds like certain states are slowly opening it up, making it possible for conventions to start happening again. Like I think it's called Horror Hound.
Horror Hound. My one friend goes to Horror Hound quite often, actually, every year. She's met Henry Rollins. England, the guy that plays Freddy.
Robert England.
Robert England. She's met him. She's met like the guy who plays like all the horror actors. She's like, because she would drive people. So her and her ex-husband, they would drive people around, and so they were kind of like a taxi almost, but I guess like cheaper and safer. So like these actors would just get in the car, and they would drive them where they needed to go. So she's met quite a lot of big actors that way. She said they're all really cool too, so which is good.
Oh, she does that for actors. All right.
Yeah.
I was thinking Uber or Lyft or something like that.
No, just during Horror Hound she does it. So yeah.
Oh, what a trip! Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, I first heard about it from. Are you familiar at all with Jeff Hicks from World Class Bullshitters?
No.
He's part of the fandom menace realm. There's this huge community, Phantom Menace, and
right.
We've got Comicsgate, and there's some intermingling here and there. He's got a campaign, Stealing Solo.
Oh, he did Stealing Solo. Okay, yeah. I know that campaign.
Yeah, he was the one who told me about Horror Hound, and he, like me, lived for a while in Ohio. I'm originally Californian, but I moved to Ohio like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, I'm in Ohio too.
But he told me about Horror Hound, and it's pretty local. So I'm thinking I'm going to see if I can go to it this time around. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was hoping to catch it last year, but COVID happened.
Yeah. I don't know if they have like they probably have booths for vendors. So I mean, some of my artwork is like not my comic stuff, but just my regular artwork is kind of horror based. I mean, it's kind of creepy, I guess. So I well with like originals and prints.
Yeah, I think your stuff would go over well there. I mean, you do some wicked stuff.
Thanks, man.
Eric says, I think Florida would be the place to do a convention at. Yeah.
Yeah, because Florida's open right now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where For the Fans Fest is anticipated to be.
That's where everyone.
That might be. Last I heard, that might be next year, because like EVS in particular is trying to schedule it for when we can all enjoy the convention without wearing stupid masks.
Well, here the mandate, like there's a mandate that's going to be lifted by the 7th, I think, like all mandates, because I think 46% of the state has gotten shots. So I guess he's going to be lifting like every mandate, but stores still can be like you have to wear a mask and stuff like that. So, but like if you're out and about or your workplace, they can say no more masks and stuff, or the 6 feet rule's gone, or whatever it may be. So, from what I heard, the mayor of Ohio or governor, whatever he is, I don't pay attention to politics.
Yeah.
Said that. Yeah, my mom told me this. Is the only reason why I know. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and dude, I honestly hope Fans Fest happens. Every year it gets pushed back a year.
Yeah.
So, it's getting to be a little bit like maybe it won't happen ever. But I can't. It's Ethan's thing, and I do understand it's a huge endeavor. So
Right.
it's very daunting, and I hope it does happen, though.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm optimistic about things usually. So.
Same here. Welcome, Brian Crisco.
Hey, Brian. What's going on, man?
Fellas?
Yeah, what's up, man? He's a good cat. I like Brian.
Go for sure. Yeah, 6-gun gorilla, man.
Yeah. And AR-15 orangutan was inspired because of it.
Oh, yeah.
We have him to thank in partial.
I'm seeing more and more like fan art of AR-15 orangutan.
I sold mine.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Was that at Red Valkyrie's auction, or did you go to like Pete Cementi's as well?
No, it was just doing the draw and crawl because Skip Edwards, Skip Edwards Art, he set up this whole thing where, we would draw the AR-15 orangutan, but the people drawing it, we would do a half hour on each channel. So I think there was me, Hex Allen, Dark Gift, Skip, Dean from Comics Mate, who did The Embrace, and Shelby of Ragetality. And his was the best, obviously. But it wasn't really a competition. We were all just going around drawing and having fun. But yeah, one of the viewers liked mine, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to sell it?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So he bought it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, so it wasn't like some auction.
No, he just hit me up. He left a comment in the chat saying, "Can you guys buy that?" I just DM'd. Since he backed me on Indiegogo, I just messaged him saying, "Yeah, man, how much you want?" I was like, "You want it for this much?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." I'm like, "All right, cool."
Oh.
The way I see it, almost virtually anything I draw is for sale. Like if I do like a time lapse of something, that's like anything for fun that I'm drawing. So if I do like a test your might thing, is like a little anything I draw, it's for sale. I'm not going to do anything with it. It's just going to sit over there. So like aside from like comic stuff, like anything absolute related, that's obviously going in the campaign. But if you want to get something of mine before an auction or anything, or you see something of mine you like, you hit me up. Just say, "Hey, can I buy that off you?" Sure. Yeah, I don't care. It all depends possibly on what it is. Like I've said before, there's one piece that I'm not selling, and I showed it somewhere one time before. So, but it's not really spread around that often. So aside from that, though, 99% of the stuff I do is just for sale.
Yeah, this channel crawl. Does that mean you ended up each of you artists made like 7 AR-15 orangutan drawings?
No, just one. We worked on the same image, you know what I mean, for each half hour. So
all right.
It's one piece, but I would, like, if it was on Skip's first, we would start, and then it would go to my channel, but we would continue drawing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was cool. It was fun.
Wow.
So like I said, Shelby killed it because he's been doing this for 30 years, and he's a fantastic artist. I love his work, but and it wasn't a contest. Everybody has their own style anyway.
Right.
So like people like mine, because I had this like anger expression on them and stuff. So and it was very loose and sketchy almost, but you could tell Shelby's looks like he actually just sat down and like drew it for like it took him time. Just because, like you said, he's been doing it for 30 years. He knows what he's doing. So
Brian says, I was hoping to do Texas and Arizona last year before Captain Trips messed everything up.
Captain Trips.
The Emperor of Ohio.
Oh. Okay.
Fan Fest would be so cool. I hope it does happen. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we're all hoping it happens.
Yep. I would love to see everyone. Yeah, me too. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to, being able to see all these creators and
Yeah.
this community.
And Ethan's right. It would be nice to do it without the masks, so you can actually see everybody. You
Yeah,
want it to be like, "Hey, it's Jason." Like, I was recently we had an event, and everybody that came in, man, unless I knew them for a good 20, 30 years, I didn't know who they were. They had
yeah,
to be like, I'm this person. I'm this." I'm like, "Thank you for telling me," because they all had to have masks on. There was one guy that stopped in who didn't, but that's just his belief. I'm not gonna. Hey, you do your thing, man. But and I was glad he didn't. I recognized him right away.
um,
Yeah.
it would have to be so. Can you imagine if we did go through with it with the mask? And then remember, as children, we used to wear those Halloween costumes, right?
Mm.
And it was so basic; it looked like a onesie, and it
Yeah.
for the character that you're supposed to be dressed as.
Yeah.
So, like, I wore a Darth Vader one, right? So you'd have Darth Vader's head, face on the chest area, and in some cases, on the really bad ones, it even told you the name underneath, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have a photo of yourself without a mask on your chest.
Yeah, or just like the first year, and you got this generic plastic mask that is flimsy that for like a dollar store wouldn't even sell because it's so cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Someone's behind you.
Nah, I live in a cult. I mean commune. I mean big house.
Uh, yeah, that's the whole convention thing is the other reason why I'm trying to help push the online conventions. Like I don't know if you're familiar with 8-Bit Shinobi. He's
I know of him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing Ottawa VCon 2021. It
Hmm.
was postponed. It's scheduled, I think, late August, but it's like a digital environment. It's designed to look like you're visiting different tables, and then you can have kind of a meet and greet in like a kind of a almost like a Zoom call setting
Hmm.
with
Yeah.
up to 4 or 5 other people. So it's kind of intimate,
Hmm.
and you get a chance to meet like the voice actors of Dragon Ball. And then he's also trying to incorporate uh, playing classic arcade games, and he's also trying to get together, set it up so that you can play Magic the Gathering
Oh, cool.
online with other players.
Hmm.
And it looks like a small handful of comic skaters are renting tables at the convention too.
Oh, cool.
So it's an opportunity to sell for CGers and indie comic creators to sell their wares that way too. Uh,
Yeah. I mean, well, like I said to people before too, I'm like, the only way to get certain things from me is through these online auctions. So,
yes,
but
yeah,
that's another good way though. Like have like an online convention. I know they're not as popular, and also
right,
shipping gets you have to worry about shipping at that point too.
yep,
But it's at least for now, it's a way to actually get in touch with the fans or even your favorite creator slash actor or slash who voice actor, whoever they may be. So
yep,
like we're working with what we can work with. So once
absolutely,
things lighten up, I think you're going to see a big influx of a lot of people just waiting because they can't wait to get out. So they're going to get out, and you're going to see a huge rush to a lot of things. I don't know about comics and comic conventions, but it'll be just. I think a lot of things will start to open up. Things will boom up a little bit. I think so. It'll be good.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Uh, Here in New York, Karens will start screaming if you leave the house in anything less than a hazmat suit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sadly, yeah.
New York and California are insane,
Yeah.
super power hungry governors. But our one in Ohio is an idiot too.
Yeah. Yeah. He's an idiot, but what can you do? Yeah.
Uh, oh yeah, it started out as a troll on me by Mo Biggs,
Oh, okay.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
AR-15 orangutan,
Orangutan. Yep.
and it took a life.
Yeah, that thing is really grown, man. That thing's infected everyone.
Yeah,
It's fun though. It's a lot of good fun. Yeah.
it's even taking it off faster, I think, than Tank Heist. Tank Heist is kind of fallen by the wayside, from what I
Yeah.
can tell.
Yeah.
Eric is asking if you take commissions.
Not currently. Just because I have the campaign going and there's so much involved in that. Now, like even people hit me up. Nobody's hit me up lately, but I would think if somebody even for their campaign hit me up for like a card or something, might have to turn it down. I got a lot going on. I like I said, I got to finish out these cards and stuff, and then once summer comes, I'm gonna be so inundated with just absolute pages. Now, once I get caught, like if I'm at a certain point where I feel comfortable doing it, sure. I'm not out of the. I'm not. It's not a hard no, but as of right now, I can't. Now that's not to say I won't do a test your might, which will like take me 30 minutes. Now for a commission, I obviously want to spend more than 30 minutes on it. But if I draw something on Test Your Might and he sees it and likes it, he can buy it. So yeah, it may not be what he or if he wants a 30-minute thing, hit me up, be like, hey, on your next Test Your Might, can you maybe do a quick, I don't know, Killer Croc? So I would do that. Usually I like to work with nothing, no plans, no nothing, just draw. But
Mhm.
if he wants a quick thing, then something that's loose that won't be super finely tight and detailed or anything. Yeah, that's fine. I could go about doing it that way, since I'm drawing anyway. Yeah. So
Speaking of which,
it's a yes, but no.
tell us more about Test Your Might.
Yeah. So whether it be a live stream or a time lapse, I try to have my phone there as a timer, but I do. It's 30 minutes, and I draw whatever just comes to mind as I'm drawing. So there's no planned out layout. There's no like word concept like in Inktober. It's just I'll start drawing and whatever happens. So it kind of makes its own self onto the page. But once that 30 minutes is done, I end the drawing. Now I did do a thing recently where I did a test your might. I haven't posted it yet because I did it while I was on Lola's channel. I did a test your might, and a huge ink line just went all the way down the page,
Oh yeah, I
and
saw that.
that was towards the very end. So I'm like, I can't just finish it with that. I got to clean it. So I did. I erased that. I used whiteout over that, but I didn't add any like ink. So I just whited out an area that was a total error and shouldn't have been there. Now sometimes I might like splatter ink, that's fine, or I might smear ink, and if that a mistake happens there, fine. A major drip that just like totally ruins the whole thing, no, that's a bit much for me. But I don't add any more lines or anything. So after 30 minutes is done, and then I'll post it online, whether it be a live feed, then I'll just that's it. You don't need to share anything, but I'll upload it as a time lapse usually. And I did do one so far, just one with guest Dan Plagle. He joined me, and it was pretty chaotic for him. But he had fun though. He had a lot of good time. We had a good time, and so I do plan on having people come in sometimes and joining me, being like, "Are you ready for 30 minutes?" And now it might sound like a short time, but not, because it kind of is. Like you're not going to get like a covers piece in 30 minutes, but the whole reason why it's a little harder is because there's no basis on what you're going to be drawing. So you have to just come up with it as you go. Now
Oh,
you can just well, the thing is though too though, you can be like, well, I'm just going to draw Spider-Man. That's fine. You want to just draw Spider-Man? Cool. I don't care. You do what you do. So, and like I said, so if he really wants like a quick commission, that's a good way to do it. You could hit me up, be like, hey, for one of your things, just can you draw Iron Man for me? I mean, I hate drawing Iron Man, but I'll do it. So yeah, I mean, it won't be like a major thing, but yeah, it's fun. I have a lot of fun doing the test your might things. I haven't. I did one while I was on Lola's channel. I recorded it, and then I'm gonna edit and splice and cut out the times that are irrelevant and just post the 30 minutes. But
right.
with like a backtrack, copy free song. But I like doing them live. To me, that's the best part of it because people get to actually watch as I like try to come up with something. So
Mhm.
they're fun.
So the whole idea is to draw something off the top of your head, not without any specific theme in mind.
Exactly. So yeah, and it also, like, another reason why I like to do them, and why I started doing them, is it keeps me fresh. You're supposed to draw every day, even if it's like
Oh,
5 minutes or whatever. So it just keeps things loose, and especially that's why I also like doing no topic at all, like no theme, because it keeps me real loose. I can keep things fresh and organic, and just go as I go, and it helps me whenever you plan things out too. So yeah,
absolutely. That's pretty
yeah, it's fun.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.
The really crazy thing is that Shelby did a 6-gun gorilla cover I still haven't used. Oh man, nice.
Well,
Oh,
hey, you're gonna do a sequel again and
there
again,
you go.
so yeah, that's awesome though, man. That's nice to have that kind of inventory. Yeah, I got a Shelby piece that I've yet to use. I'll
Uh,
use it someday.
Genius idea wise, that's a problem with me taking forever to get to chat and falling behind.
Genius idea.
I wonder if that's in reference to the, going to conventions with your mask on and then having a photo of yourself printed on your T-shirt or something,
I think that might be it.
so you can recognize each other.
Yeah, I think that might be it. That's a good
And
idea.
then for those who are really, really bad, who have really bad memories like me, you also have the person's name.
You have their name and their Twitter handle.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Twitter.
Most people don't know anybody aside from their Twitter handle. That unnerves me, man. If like everybody posts like usually their name and the Twitter handle, but if you like have your name and then I see like a month later it says something different, I don't know who you are anymore. It's like I don't like who are you now? It's like if it was my name, if it was this and somebody met me for the first time here, and then like 2 months later they see me on a stream but it just says unhinged. It's like, wait a minute, I don't know his name anymore. Like, so yeah, it's like, don't do that.
Yeah,
Keep it the way it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you knew, but I just literally had Daniel Booty Juice on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he switched his name, and now he feels like he's all boring now.
What do you
Because his
change it?
last name is Dahl, Dahl,
Like
and
Dali?
I think it's just pronounced Dahl.
Yeah, but it's spelled kind of like Dali.
Yeah, Dahl. So it almost, as he described it, it almost sounds like dull. So, and he was really digging Booty Juice because it like stirred up the pot or whatever.
Why did he change it?
Um, I don't know, something about rebranding.
Oh, I don't know if it was because of Tropic Thunder. I mean, the Booty Juice is from Tropic Thunder.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah. That's what the hip hop guy. He sells the drink Booty Juice.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Dude, you know what? If you get it as a hard copy, like a Blu-ray or as a DVD or whatever, because it's only a matter of time till they come after that movie and totally cancel it.
Right.
Because Robert Downey Jr. plays a black guy.
Yeah.
So and they say a lot of words in there that are a no-no. So, dude, definitely get a hard copy of that one because it's only if you go digital. I bought it digitally, but I think my brother owns it on hard copy. If not, I'm gonna get one because that's only a matter of time till they come after that.
Oh yeah, because I mean, don't they? They're Hollywood's like literally editing some movies with crap.
Like Gone with the Wind. They changed that up a little bit. I think.
Oh, did they really go through that? Because the last I heard with Gone with the Wind is they put like a stupid disclaimer at the start of the movie saying,
"Oh, is that all they did?"
This movie depicts stuff that is inaccurate or something, or
that's inaccurate,
or is racist or what have you.
What, because of the slaves and the southern fighting and everything, because of the history that actually is there. Yeah. So that stuff did happen. People don't. The moment you're like, "Oh, this is inaccurate," that never happened. You start to change history, and nobody learns from it. So
that's pretty much the goal, I think, of these people. Just like the stupid riots, the senseless riots over supposedly race relations, but they go around and just what do? They take down statues so that people forget
Yeah, that was one of them.
who good people in history were. It's like, what?
Yeah, who knows, man? Who knows what their mindset is behind any of this garbage?
Yeah, really. Brian says our governor murdered 15,000 people. We win.
Well, his numbers aren't that high. There's
Uh,
a few more you could do. Just look at Stalin. I mean, come on.
Step up your game, Brian.
Yeah, you got to pump them numbers, man.
Yeah.
Pump them numbers. It's rookie numbers, son.
Slipstick, welcome. Evening, WyzGyz.
Ew, slipstick.
Evening, Brian. By the way, if you have not yet done so, excuse me, back Absolute Book 2. It's absolutely awesome.
Yes.
And yeah, of course, if you have backed it, consider backing it again.
Yes.
Like I always say, back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady.
Yes, back it often, friend.
No, no, that hand. No.
It's my strong hand.
Oh, that creepy little hand.
My strong hand.
Welcome, El Gargo. Thanks for the eggplant.
Yeah, dropping that eggplant.
If you don't presently have the means to back the campaign, please consider sharing it all over your social media. Let's put some eyeballs on this thing.
Yeah, spread it like COVID.
Yeah. Oh boy, good stuff. Oh man. Oh, so
I know this.
Absolute Book 2.
I know this campaign.
So do you spend time looking at the analytics and compare your second campaign with your first and see how far you've come and those kinds of stats?
Not really. I mainly just go based off of where I was at this time frame and how I ended it. That's really it. I don't look at like backer numbers or total amount until like I said I compared a little bit. Like my total backer count compared to what this is so far is way exceeded it. The total has exceeded it. I haven't really looked at where was I at 3 weeks in at 240. I don't really go all anal about it. I just remember what I did on the last campaign and what I'm doing so far now. So that's my analytics. I don't look at any statistics really, which I know you should, but that's just not how I roll. It's just my thing.
Gotcha. Yeah. Absolute Book 2 is the epic conclusion to the most talked about story arc from Unhinged Entertainment.
Yeah, it's the only story arc from Unhinged Entertainment. That's the joke. Yeah. The book out yet.
Check it out. 236% out of the $3,500 fixed goal, man.
Very pleased.
Sweet.
Yeah.
The fixed goal here, 3,500. How did you work that out? Come to that number, if you don't mind sharing. Is it mostly the cost of materials, like the printing, the Gemini mailers, the the swag that you're including? Is a portion of this dedicated to paying you for all the time you work on it?
Yeah, the goal mainly was like the printing, like that was, let's say I hit 3,500, I could print and ship to everybody that did back it. Like I say, that's what it closed out at. I could print and ship at everybody who backed it and be okay. I wouldn't make anything. I'd probably be in the red, but not by much, but it would be enough to print it and ship it, and that's kind of like that's the goal. So anything after that, it's not like I'm going to get paid off of that. I just get to add more stuff, print more stuff, ship more stuff. So, it's always good to get all that extra coming in. So, like, I have stretch goals that are planned based on, like, the cost and stuff like that as to what factors in. So, because I got to order everything and all that stuff. Plus, the stretch goals then also do include kind of a little bit of a payment for me and my editor because I got to pay her too. So I would like to pay
You
her
do?
as generous. Yeah, really. Yeah, you pay her. I don't know about
What
that.
I thought payment was the honor of working for you.
It should be, shouldn't it? They get it too. They get it too good. They get it too
Yeah, I
good.
was going to
Yeah.
say
You know what? You convinced me, Wise.
you're
I'm gonna.
like saying the president, man.
You convinced me. I'm gonna tell Shay. She gets paid by privilege.
Privilege.
You get paid by privilege.
Oh man, she's gonna rip my head off.
I go, sorry, it's not my idea. It's Wise. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Can't do it.
Oh shit!
Not my fault.
I don't know what I get myself into. Welcome, James.
Yo,
Good
welcome,
evening.
Jaylee.
I would, but got to get $300.
$300. Hey, man, you do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You see, if he needs $300 for whatever he needs it for, there you go.
You mean herpes or AIDS?
Herpes preferably. It's not deadly. Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's not deadly. Yeah, you can still function on herpes.
Welcome, El Gargoyle. Did you say anal lick its? No, I did not. What's an anal lick its?
The degeneracy I bring.
Stay tuned and find out in the next book of Absolute.
Yeah, you got to back Absolute Book 2 to find out.
Yeah, exactly. That's what. In fact, that's even what Nancy Pelosi said.
I heard it from her too.
Yeah.
Back Absolute Book 2 to find out. That's what she said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
She doesn't endorse it though. She just said that.
Excuse me. She's the inspiration for it.
Oh yeah.
I borrow ideas. Welcome. It's
man.
Mason an hour. Curiouser and curiouser.
Yeah, who knows what we were talking
about? Wait, what Jason makes in an hour? Are you talking about anal lickets? Or are you talking about the
I could do that in an hour, that's for sure.
Oh my gosh. Welcome, Slipstick. Oh gosh. So Absolute Book 2 is a conclusion. So you're wrapping this arc up.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's spoiler territory or if you even want to mention anything about it, but after Book 2, after you fulfill and everything, are you looking to do a new arc for Absolute and continue the series, or do you want to move on to a new project?
Well, Absolute will probably never finish, just because it's character building, kind of like Sin City. You know, Sin City wasn't really a universe building thing, so it could kind of do anything it wanted with each character in that city. I mean, I guess it is universe, but very tiny. So that's kind of what Absolute is. Like, I can have background characters or even other like side characters. Like Samurai Priest is going to get his own story arc or book, just because he's a favorite from everybody, including me.
Oh yeah.
So it's Absolute is kind of like my Graveyard Shift or my Black Flag. It won't really end. Now that's not to say every book I put out is going to be Absolute, but it's just it's something I can go back to and expand on with characters and even art styles. Like I might keep it all black and white, but it might, like, some of the art might look a little different here and there sometimes. So we'll see what happens. It's kind of like it's my little fun time. So yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. Sweet. Welcome, Ace. Edwin, the Ace, is live on Indiegogo Acevedo.
Yes, everyone go back. The Ace.
Yeah, the Ace.
Welcome, Edwin.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Good to have you. So, man, that's pretty wicked. 236%. I love seeing the triple-digit percentages.
Yeah, it makes me happy.
Yeah. Do you think, or did you happen to observe whether there was a significant jump in publicity, like from Indiegogo's side, once you got fully funded?
Oh yeah, I was on page one because I got funded in 9 hours, technically 2 streams, but I got funded in 9.5 hours, and it definitely kept me on page one for a while because how fast everything happened and how quickly. And I was on page one for a little bit, so yeah,
Wow.
I did do like the whole 30 and 30 to get that bump again, and I didn't notice too much of a jump there, and you usually don't get too much, but they do promote you a little more still, and it's wise to do, but. Um, yeah, I get jumps mainly whenever I go on channels and talk and promote and stuff like that.
Nice.
So yeah, that's I mean, like I said, you just gotta keep out there, keep grinding, while the campaign's going. And even if you've been on a channel like 4 or 5 times, there might be a new person come in that never even heard of it and be like, oh, I do like it, and you get that one extra backer. So
For sure.
and maybe a happy customer who will back you more often.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it helps to constantly just hammer away and do the rounds as much as you can.
Yeah. You never know who's going to be watching.
Right, exactly.
Are you?
Last, oh no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say last night I was on Raging Golden Eagle, and it was fun. I got a few backers from that, and also Anna was in the chat. She jumped in.
What?
Yeah, so it was really cool, So you never know who's gonna. Now she didn't back, but I don't care. I thought it was cool to see Anna. I like Anna,
Oh
and I
yeah.
love
Me
her. I
too.
love her artwork. So it was cool to see her. Even if she was only in there to like leave that thumbs up that she didn't left, I thought it was awesome. So yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
you never know.
Yeah. Raging Golden Eagle has some wicked wild streams.
Yeah, I was on there with I believe her name is Irene. She has a Fiendish. Man, that looks good. I did tell her because she's kind of new. She did an art book on Indiegogo, but I did tell her who to hit up and stuff. So I told her to hit you up as well. But you
Oh,
could
I
reach out to her
appreciate it.
too. You could reach out to her if you want. But yeah, so
Do you say it's called Fiendish?
Fiendish is the name of the book.
Huh.
And her name is Irene. Or Renee Draws is what she is on Twitter. But she's really cool too. She's a sweetheart. So yeah,
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
yeah,
That sounds cool.
yeah. Dude, I even backed it. I learned about it through Frog G.
Oh,
He posted it on Twitter, and so I looked at it. I was like, wow, this looks amazing. So I backed it, and then like what 3 weeks later, 2 weeks later, I was on a stream with her accidentally. I'm like, oh hey, that's you. I'm like, oh cool.
oh my gosh, what a coincidence.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I actually got to meet her, so that was cool.
That's a trip. Man. So are you is expanding into all these other channels that you haven't been a guest on before proving to be very handy and drawing in more of an audience?
I mean, I think so. Like, even if you don't get backers, and even if people aren't even interested in sharing it out, you still get eyes on it, and that way, if you come back on, let's say I come back on with, another book, Truckman. I go back on with Truckman. These people saw me from Absolute. They're like, oh, I know this guy. What's this campaign now about? And so like, oh, I like Truckman. I didn't like Absolute, but I like Truckman. I'm gonna back Truckman. So it at least keeps you familiar. It does introduce you to new people, and they get to know who
Yes.
you are. You may not get backers, you may not get fans, but you might in the future. You don't know. And also, it lets them know, hey, this guy's not a total jerk, or this guy's not an SJW. This guy's not something I got to worry about getting an agenda shoved in my face. I kind of like him, or I hate him because look, he's wearing a Pantera hat. I don't know. But yeah, to me it helps no matter what to get on these channels. Just don't be a douchebag,
Yeah, really.
and be real. And if your realness is that you're a douchebag, sorry. So yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you wearing is that a Kit Kat t-shirt?
Oh no, no, my dear friend.
Or a
This is
Slipknot or
no. This is Kill Cat.
Kill Cat?
Kill Cat.
What is that?
My friend's band, the name of the band is something involving a monkey. They did a
Oh,
Halloween album, and I designed the album, and on it I had a shirt. One of the singers wearing a shirt that was this. It was a Kill Cat shirt with the cat decapitated,
yeah, I
and
see
on
that.
the bottom it says "Break me off a piece." And so I drew it on the album cover, and he was like, "Dude, I really like that. We can make that into a shirt." So he made it into a shirt, and I got one. So yeah,
Oh damn.
So it's a Kill Cat shirt, not a Kit Kat shirt.
Kill cat. Oh my gosh. Slipstick says it takes me at least 2 or 3 times to remember someone. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why it's good to keep jumping on now. When you have somebody like RGE, Raging Golden Eagle, or even like Shane Davis, I tried to get onto him with like a bunch of people and stuff. I got to hit him back up, but it's hard to get on those channels because they have more things to do. They got more books to promote. They're focusing more on videos, or they have their own content. So it's harder to get on those multiple times. But that's why it's good to get on the rotation of like the people who have like 2,000 subscribers or 200 subscribers. It doesn't matter because you will get people looking at you and learning who you are and learning your mannerisms, your sense of humor, and you get to become friends with people. It's fun. So yeah, it takes a little bit.
Yeah, it's really fun going on, being part of a panel and stuff like that, and jiving with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to like remembering someone, sometimes it takes me even longer. It's like one of those things where I have to interact with them, relatively frequently, and repeat their name like 20 times, and then it starts to sink in.
Right. Well, that's why like I put my name and YouTube and Twitter handle. That way people know where to find me, but people know my name. So if they only met me one time, but they forgot who I totally am, my name's right there.
Yeah.
Although they could be unsure of what it is.
Yeah, and I use mine because it reminds people that I whiz and I jizz. So.
But yeah, I think that your name is great. Hey, Oliver, what's up, my friend?
Welcome, Oliver, from 656 Comics.
Everyone go pick up the Cryptonals. That book looks amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. And subscribe to their channel, 656 channel.
For sure. Yeah, they got all kinds of great content.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I like the name WyzGyz. It's quick and it's easy. To me, it's easy to remember. So I like that. I like that name.
Cool. So speaking of the campaign going 2 rounds of 30 days of funding, are you on the first or second?
Second.
All right. So when this concludes, are you going in demand?
Ending it, closing it down. Everything. No, it's going in demand.
You don't plan on burning all your extra copies, right? That you overprint?
No. Although I'm not going to overprint by much. Especially the max cover, the max variant covers, the max homage variant covers, I'm kind of pretty much printing those to order. I do a slight overprint to leave room for damage or lost orders, but printing to order, like that's it. So that's all you can get is through this campaign. So if you don't get that, well, I have nothing I could do.
Yeah. So when it comes to overprinting just to cover damage and whatnot, do you go by like what other people are suggesting? Like, what is it, 10 to 25% or something?
Yeah, it's like 10, 25%. I would probably go 10% in my case because I don't know, just 10% seems kind of good. I don't have 2,000 backers. And I mean, even let's say I had 2,000 orders, 10% even still, that's 200 books. You're not going to lose 200 books, but or damage, get 200 books of damage. I mean, you might, who knows? But yeah, I mean, it would probably be about 10%, maybe. A little more if it's like let's say I only sell 50 of them. 10% is only 5 books, so I might overprint. Maybe by copy at that point. So that way I'd only have to like get rid of like 7 or 10 books at the end of the day. So.
Right. Yeah. I remember when you shipped out, you fulfilled your first campaign that you packed things really well. So I wouldn't expect you to have much, if any, loss in transit or damages.
I had a couple, but they weren't damaged because of anything I did. I apparently shipped somebody, and the interior of the book, a couple of the pages had rips like going straight down them, but just on the inside of those 2 pages. So I never would have caught it. Yeah. So, but I sent them. I have no idea, man.
Inside?
Yeah, it was on the interior pages. So it was on a couple of the interior pages, but not on the main cover or anything like that. So I never would have caught it. So I did send them another book, you know, free of charge. I didn't charge them anything. And there was another one that had a couple damages that I can't remember what happened with it.
Was
I had a
it
couple. What's that?
was it international?
No, it was
All right.
local. It was. I did have an international get lost, and I sent them another one, but it ended up arriving at their doorstep like 2 days after I sent them the new one. So it was fine. I told him, hey, just keep it, give it to a friend or something, you know, because he lives overseas. It would cost him so much just to ship it back to me, which is just
Yeah.
pointless. It's pointless. It's like, you know, and he was a good guy. I've seen him on streams and chats and stuff. He's a really nice guy. So I was like, dude, you know, just keep it, you know, have fun. Do what you
Yeah,
do.
absolutely. Man, I keep saying that.
It's actually a very common word. Whenever you watch streams, listen, you'll hear him like say absolutely so many times. I'm like, ha ha. My book.
uh, you're hanging out, cracking up, and throwing your money in the air as you.
That's right. Feed me.
It's constantly reminding people subconsciously.
Well, yeah, they don't really catch it, but I hear it all the time.
Oh man, excuse me. So you said that you got funded in how many hours?
I got funded in 9.5 hours. Now, Oliver in the chat there, they're going to boast and brag. They got funded in 4 hours. So, you know, ooh. No, it was good fun. Whenever they're like, yeah, we got funded in 4 hours. It was fun. Oh, and congratulations. They deserved it.
That's pretty
But
awesome.
to be fair, their goal was $500 less than mine.
Well, there you go.
There you go. I think I would have beat them in the long run.
And where did you launch your campaign? I mean, was it Red Valkyrie or Bancroft?
It was both. I launched on Red Valkyrie, and then I went to Bancroft later that night. And if it wasn't for, everybody knows it was, well, that we're watching, he'll tell you. Oh, pardon me. Eric McIntyre actually was the backer that got me funding. So it was at the last minute too. It was right before Bancroft. It was like 56 minutes, and Bancroft only does an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was like right at that last minute that he put us over the edge, and I was like, oh, dude, that's amazing. So yeah, it was intense. It was intense.
Oh man, I bet.
Yeah. It was
good. Down to the wire.
Yeah, it was a good time. Everybody should go watch that stream. Yeah.
Let's check out this trailer here.
Sure.
Our heroes are captured and tortured for information, guarded and probed by the Omni Horde, who reveal the secrets of the Tumulti and secure their position as the ultimate species. Will they survive? Will the joining of two new heroes help them overthrow vicious Omni overlords? Will their heroes save the planet? Find out on the epic conclusion to Absolute.
Cool. Did you make that one yourself?
Yeah.
That trailer as well?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't mind doing them. Some people are like, "Oh, you got to boost the audio on the music. Oh, you got to do this with that." And I did a couple things, but after a while, I was like, that's enough. 2 times of editing it, and also I'm like, it's a video. It tells you quickly what it's about. It's not a movie trailer, and people get sick of seeing them after a while. So you kind of want to be short and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I like it. I like the trailer that I did. But it doesn't need to be like in the world with explosions happening and stuff. That's fine. That gets you to the point. You know what it's about. You see some cool pictures. There you go. You're good to go. I love WyzGyz's videos and who is it? Ascension
Cinemas.
They do great work. I'm not knocking that. It's just what works for me is what works for me.
Yeah, you got a thumbs up.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Yeah, I think that was one of my things when on your first campaign trailer, how it was a little hard for me to hear the audio, but I think it works well with your IP, and I think this is an improvement on your last trailer.
Yeah,
So,
I did end up having to fix the audio and boost it as much as I could in that. And yeah, so like I said, I've been playing around, and I know I'm beginning to learn Premiere a little bit here and there more often. So who knows? And depending on the next thing, maybe I will get WyzGyz to do me a trailer. Who I don't know. But if I do, I want them to be about 30 seconds long. I don't want them to be a minute. And a minute's fine. I'm not knocking anything over. I think, and you're just pushing it. But a minute's good. But I think 30 seconds. It's just quick. Tells you what it's about, and you're good to go.
right, right. That's true. That's true. Oops, I already did that. So the story concludes. Absolute Book 2 is a minimum 46-page story that that ends the arc of the battle for the planet. Our heroes are beaten and torn to their bitter limits, and their might tested as they rebel against the sadistic totalitarian rule of the Envy rulers.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, really. Back to the exciting conclusion that tests our crusaders' resolve, courage, trust, and will. Agendas are exposed and secrets revealed. More action and story to wrap up this exciting arc and adventure that thrilled us and introduced us to an unlikely group of heroes. Back it today.
I forgot I even wrote all that.
That's pretty good.
Thanks, man. I don't really read that often.
Well, you did now.
I heard it now.
Speaking of which, be sure and back Absolute 2, the stunning conclusion to this epic saga of this story arc.
Yeah.
If you backed it, back it again. Why not?
Because there is kind of an incentive to back it more than one time, and I'll tell you about that in a minute.
Nice. Back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady. If by chance you aren't in the position to, or you don't have the means to, or it's not yet payday for you, consider sharing this all over your social media. Get some eyeballs over.
Smear it, rub it in.
Yes, smack it up.
Yeah, smack it up, smack it in.
Rub it down.
Rub it down.
Oh. So we got some more epic, awesome artwork.
You even got an original piece of that young girl.
Yeah, that was.
You got a sneak peek of her,
yeah. So I see some blue line borders. Those are the outer borders of the page, right?
Yeah. When you work on a comic page, traditionally, usually they have the blue line so that way you know where the safe zone is and the trim and the bleed. I have mine set up so it's just the safe zone and the bleed. Because if I'm not going to work up to the trim, and I'm going to keep everything within the safe zone, or I go full bleed. I don't, I go either full bleed or stay in the safe zone. I don't really go any other way. So I don't need the trim. But yeah, so I make my own blue line. Even though I don't, like when I print it, I do print it with the blue line. Half the time I can't see it anyway, but it's whenever I'm because I work, some of it's 20% digital, and the 20% is kind of like the panel layout, and then like the layout of the outline line parts of the characters, maybe like their eyes and nose, like no detail. And then I'll print it and I'll add all the crazy detail that goes into it. This is a digital page, but I'll just add all the insane detail that goes into them. So it's about 80% of the work is actually traditional. The first half of the book is digital though, because that's just how I worked it whenever I drew it out in the beginning.
Nice.
So,
yeah, that was going to be one of my other questions. Were you going to do some heavily traditional art like you did with the last one? Where, like, last campaign you did Red Valkyrie, right? Shade of the Red.
I did Absolute Valkyrie as a foil. Now there were 2 foil trading cards in that by accident, kind of actually. foil trading card I initially wanted was just Absolute was a foil, but the guy that made the cards was like, you should maybe think about, you want a sample of an all foil one, and I'm like, well, yeah, go ahead and send me that. And when he said sample, I figured I get one. I got a whole shipment of them. So they're probably the most rare card actually. Well, those are two of the most rare cards: the Absolute with just the Absolute foil, and the Absolute Valkyrie with all foil. Those are like the two most rare cards. Like, yeah, I have a bunch of them, but I'm gonna end up burning them. And maybe keep a couple for like conventions or something, but I'll end up burning majority of them. Just so that way, the collectability is there. It's not about value to me; it's about collectability and a little bit more fun with that. People feeling like if I sell this at a convention, I'm not going to sell it with all the perks and stuff. So you're going to get something. You get a bonus if you back it on Indiegogo. So it's not like you're going to get like, oh, I could have just got it at a convention. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, you get all this stuff because of Indiegogo. So, but this one I do have. I have an Absolute Cyborg piece, and I'm going to share my window here. There you go. And this is the Absolute Cyborg piece, and this will be all foil as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this one's going to be all foil. It's not going to just be Absolute and foil. And this is available at higher tiers. I do believe with the Sketch Plus tier and above, this card is available. So this one will probably not be as limited maybe as the last one because you can actually get it more in the campaign, but it's still it's because oh, there we go.
Pretty cool.
Thanks, man. And yeah, this is because Red Valkyrie channel, they've been so good to me. Not just because Shay's my editor. It's just because that channel has helped me out the most throughout everyone. They've really encouraged everything, and they're very lenient and they're good people. So I wanted to pay tributes, and that's why I have the two cards for them. So
Sweet.
yeah. And Cy really dug this, and I did a little special thing also on their channel whenever I launched. So to those lucky backers that got a Cyborg Valkyrie or Absolute Cyborg embellished print.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. There was a tier that you can get, and if you were there on the live stream and you backed it. I just need to get this card made, and once I do, I can actually ship those out because there's no book that goes with those.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so once I get those, once I get the cards in, I have one done already, but once I get the cards in, I can start doing more of them, and I could send those out, and people can get that because they just backed. That was an individual tier, just that the embellished print in the card. So yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow.
Yeah, those are fun to do.
Yeah, they're good people.
Yeah.
The Red Valkyrie channel. If you haven't already, be sure and sub to
Yeah.
them. When you made that and they saw the finished product, did Cy happen to say comment at all about the face? Because I thought I heard in the past that the face is supposed to be like flesh color.
Oh, no, they didn't say anything. The reason why actually that card is designed that way is because I did a piece for them in general for their channel, and I did Shay as a Valkyrie in the background. She's really tall. Her red hair is flowing everywhere, and she's got two swords. And then in the front, I had Sai as the cyborg, and that was the design. I had that design as the cyborg, so I took that design and I just made a new position. But yeah, so I kind of kept it cohesive. So that would be like if I were to do an absolute book with that character is already established, and people who have those things actually kind of got a first appearance in a way of that character.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And that's one of the pages. That's a good example of the 20% digital, 80% traditional. So a lot of just the outer line work is I have it over there. I should have gotten it. That page actually sold. I have original page for sale, but you can't pick them. But when I was on a live stream and I was showing it and he backed it, I was like, "Do you want this one?" Since he was there, he's like, "Yeah." All right, cheers, dude. So yeah, so I was the only person who actually kind of got to pick theirs.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and going back to the trading cards, the Absolute Valkyrie.
Mhm.
I ended up, I guess, getting one of the foil ones, which is
Yeah.
really trippy. But
Well, because it's because of one of the tiers you backed, actually. That's why I slipped it in.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it since you had so many that because it was a whole
Nope.
run of that line, if every backer ended up getting this too.
No. They were there. I gave them out very limitedly. Is that a word? Limitedly? In limited supply. It's a word now. I gave them up in a limited amount, and but it depends on what you backed a tier, and I was like, yeah, you get this. So yeah,
it's pretty sweet. I love those
thanks, man.
foil cards.
Yeah, dude, they're awesome.
Yeah. In fact, I finally bought a bunch of those sleeves where you could fit like 9 per
Yeah,
page and put in the.
yeah, with this campaign, because I got a lot of trading cards on it, I'm probably gonna get a bunch of sleeves and do what Lost Page Phil did. Like he had a bunch and he folded them up and put them in the. I'm gonna probably do that.
Oh yeah, that's a cool way to do it. I like
Yeah,
that.
I might do that.
And Cyborg Valkyrie, welcome. You said Valkyrie, I was summoned.
Sai was summoned, friend. Welcome, Sai.
Welcome, friend.
Welcome, friend. Sign up for Goblin Girl, friend.
You beat me to it. Yeah, while you're at it, sign up for Goblin Girl. Indeed.
Gameplay Goes Goblin Girl on Indiegogo.
There we go.
There we go.
Man, this is cool.
Thanks,
I love
man.
your style.
Oh, thank you.
It's like,
I know it's kind of an acquired taste sometimes. It's a little bit unconventional. So yeah.
it's an eye. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's hacking and slicing and dicing, man.
Yeah.
These are flying everywhere, even the blood.
More interiors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this works really well in black and white.
Thanks,
Your art style really lends well to it.
Yeah, I mean, I can color it kind of because I know how. Like, because I would probably do like a watercolor over it, and it would, you would be able to see the lines better, and it would bring out a certain feel to it, more raw feel to things. But it would take time. But everybody's like, hey, black and white. I'm like, I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got to color it now. So yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, you are legit a colorist too.
Yeah, no, I'm no ink spots or Matayaki, but yeah, I know like this one here. I did this. This is I did a little bit of digital with the outlines, but that's pen and ink, watercolor, and acrylic paint.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like watercolor.
Yeah.
But you said acrylic paint and what else?
Well, the acrylic paint is the red blood in the background that the Max has on the cover, but it's just pen and ink. Because I do have like a lot of detail in the face and stuff like that, and in the arms and that lower half. And I actually, even though I printed out the outline in digital format, I pretty much because I had to thicken and thin up some of the outer lines, so there is a lot of. I mean, the whole thing minus. It's no different than penciling a page to me and printing it and then inking over top of it. To me, that's the same principle as what I do, only I pencil less of the page.
Right.
So, I mean, and that's pretty much what you could say, only I don't use a pencil like brush in Photoshop. I just use a straight out black one so I could actually see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jason after Sam Keith.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Sam Keith drew the Max, and that's an homage to the Max #1 because I'm a hugely inspired by the Sam Keith, and he's a big influence of mine.
Yeah, the Max is an amazing cartoon.
Oh yeah, well that's why the cartoon was so good. Sam Keith actually oversaw the production of it. He oversaw everything. So yeah, so that's why they were allowed to do whatever they wanted to do. Like so that's why it's as good as what it is.
Yeah, well that explains it, man. Yeah, when you get the creator involved in like an adaptation, then there's a high probability it's going to turn out significantly better than if you didn't.
Right.
Cyborg Valkyrie says, "There's a foil Shay card and I don't own it."
Shay owns it. I think Shay has it. So
Jason, PayPal incoming.
You can't buy it, Cy.
They're all getting burned. Burn, baby, burn.
Burn.
The colors look good. They do, don't they?
Thank you.
Stretch goals. 5K. Yes. Old man D&D trading card.
Yeah, that's unlocked. So like I said, I have a couple more trading cards I got to work on. That's one of them. So yeah, and a lot of these cards, like the Cyborg, Absolute Cyborg card, it has D&D stats on the back of it, so you can play as these characters if you play D&D. So yeah, it's a fun little thing. So and the old man is the main character because his name isn't revealed. Right. The only way people knew his name, if they signed up for the mailing list on the first campaign, they had a trading card and it had his name on it and like his description. But I was like, well, now only 50 people or less have him as a trading card. I'm like, he's the main character. He needs a trading card. So that's why I had that as a stretch goal, so that at least everybody can at least get that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you find it challenging at all to come to a decision as to how to break out the stats on the different characters?
Not really. I played D&D for a long. I mean, I don't roll them like traditionally. I just make them up, but I do it in a justifiable way. Like, he's not the most attractive guy, so his charisma is not going to be super high. He doesn't cast spells, so his intelligence and wisdom don't have to be really high.
Right.
He's not the fastest guy, so I mean, he's not high in strength. I mean, maybe he does shoot beams, so his intelligence might be a little higher because that would relate to a wizard at that point. But he's not like, he's strong enough, so his strength will be up there a little bit, but it's not going to be like a 20. It's not going to be off the charts crazy like a superhuman or a godlike. So yeah, I just go based off of that. Like Dani, the female character, she has a crazy high dexterity because like that's one of like her innate abilities and stuff like that. So I justifiably place things in the right order. So I'll lower things like Samurai Priest has a trading card and stats, and his charisma obviously is really low. He's an old dude, So his strength, I think his strength and dexterity are like the highest because he's a samurai. So yeah, so I try to lay things out in a fair way. That way you can actually play as these characters. And like I have level 20, you could play him as level 1. I don't have any like hit points or anything on there. So if you were to start him off as level 1, you could do that. That's fine too.
Okay. All right. Nice. And 7,000 is stickers. That's also unlocked.
Yep. And like one of them, pardon me, is going to be an inversion of my logo. So one of them is going to be this one circular circle of this Unhinged Entertainment with the black and white logo, but the black is the main. Because the other one was the other way; it was white with the black sketch lines. This one's black with the white sketch lines. And it'll probably have an inverted absolute one too. So after that, I got to draw up a couple more stickers maybe, and yeah, those will be fun.
And then you've got the 15K inverted logo circle patch.
Well, you skipped the Envy well cling.
That's whoops, I'm sorry. 9,000 Envy window cling. So is that for the windows in your house, or is it also designed to go in your car too?
Yeah, you could put those anywhere. It's like those like the Halloween ones. You just put them in your window, so you could put those anywhere really. At my work, we can print stuff up like this, so. That's why I was like, I could do that and actually not have to pay an arm and a leg. So, and they're of good, I know the quality that they are. So, yeah.
Nice. It's going to be like an image of one of the Envy, for example.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the aliens, one of the Envy. And I don't know. I mean, I got to draw it so it'll look cool, like it's coming through your window or it's peeking in your window or something. I don't know. Or just like have it be one of the characters just standing there and looking cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. The 15K goal is inverted logo circle patch.
Yeah, because the last one I had the white one, a white logo with a, and it was ovaled and it was insanely huge. You could see it from space.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so this one I kind of wanted something you could put on a beanie or something smaller, so that way you could just put it in an easier, more accessible spot. So it's going to be circular, and it's going to be like what I just showed you, the black background with the white sketch lines. So it'll be a different patch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not going to outdo yourself and make it twice the size of the original one?
No, no, no. I think I have the second largest patch in CG. Cy and Shay have like a giant Red Valkyrie logo patch on some bomber jackets.
Oh,
So,
right.
so I think mine's considerably smaller than that, but it's still a pretty big patch. So,
It is.
yeah.
It is. It's cool, but it is
Yeah, thank you.
considerably
Yeah,
big.
yeah. I blame
Welcome, Arya
Shay.
Blackness. Hail, everyone. Good
Whoa, what up, Area? How's it going?
Cyborg says, it was awesome. The single patch I got is going on 3 of my jackets. Whoa.
I guess they can cut it up into little pieces and iron it up.
Yeah, true. Absolutely. Oh,
Yeah.
damn. There I go again.
Yeah, it's infectious.
Trick me again. And then, so at 20K, we get question marks.
Yeah, I already have ideas of what to do with the question mark ones, but I don't want to, like, I know they're already lofty goals as it is, so I don't know if revealing like one of them might be advantageous or not, but
Right.
I didn't want to reach too far. I figured 15 is good, because I mean, probably could have put it at, I didn't want to put it at 10, but 10 probably would have been a sweet spot because, oh, jeez, man, oh, it's 11. Mainly because my last campaign ended at like 9,700, I think. So if I had 10K, that would at least broken my last campaign, and I hit, then 5 figures. So it would have been probably a good thing to do, but I reached for 15.
Oh,
But there's a reason why it's 15. I know what I want that one to be.
all right. And 30K, we get some more question marks.
Yeah, because that's when I pay Shay, is when I 30K.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's the only time she gets paid. After unless we hit that, she ain't getting any money.
There you go.
No, she's getting paid.
And at 250K, you shave your beard.
I shave my beard.
Really now? Oh.
Yep.
All right. Let's get this back. Let's get this up to 250,000.
Yeah.
A six figures young lady. And let's get that beard off of him.
Yeah. Pay my student loans.
There you go.
There you go.
We've got a poster, which is a work in progress.
Yeah, that's the line art for it. I just have to color it.
Wow.
Or just call it what it is and have somebody else color it for me. But yeah, I'm probably gonna color it. It's just pretty busy. But yeah, the last campaign had the heroes. It had the samurai priest, the old man, and Danny. So this one is the villains. It's the Envy, the Colonel, whose full name will be revealed, and then General Mara. So it has the 3 main villains.
Wow, that's cool.
Thanks, man.
The impact. Book 1 was a dream come true. To create a comic that people would enjoy as much as I enjoyed working on it. Book was 90% done by the time I launched. It was quick to fulfill and on time. Book 2 is about 60% finished after having less time to work on it already, and I'm very excited so far. Pleased with the work I have in it. I hope you'll enjoy it as much as the first, and if you have yet to pick it up, now is your chance.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, friend.
Pretty sweet.
Thanks, man.
Let's check out these perks, these tiers. It's always nice when there is. Oh, wait a minute. What do we have here?
What do we have here?
Shay said, "That's okay. I'll hold on to my edits until."
All right, everybody, you hear it first. Unless we get 30K, this book's not getting edited, and you get it as is.
Oh,
a lot of mistakes.
That's true. Let's get some more backers here. We're shooting for 30K. That's just what, 22K to go?
Yeah, we could do it.
22K during this stream? Yeah, it's doable.
It's doable. I mean, we do have a week, but if we get it within this stream, that would be nice too.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh!
Absolutely, friend.
Did it again.
Yeah, friend.
All right. So I appreciate whenever creators have a feature tier because one of those things where you get like a good taste of the product, a good taste of the story or what the creator wants to share with the world. And it's not necessarily the cheapest, it's not necessarily the most expensive, but it's somewhere in between. Usually you get the main book, sometimes you get a variant cover and some swag. This feature tier has 2 books, right? You've got the original cover, well, the Max homage, and you've got, actually, is the Max homage considered the standard cover?
No, that's the variant. Yeah, you get the regular cover and the variant. I could have probably put more in it, but I wanted to mirror the last campaign, and the last campaign had the feature tier being the regular cover and the variant cover. So I kind of, this way, if you back that one, you have both books of the original variant covers. You know, you don't have to hunt anything else down, so you're kind of good at that point. So
Nice.
And you save money actually going that route. With shipping, and the variant is more expensive, so you do save money if you back that tier.
Sweet. You've got the Absolute Book 2 OG.
Yes, so that's the regular cover, yeah.
Next, you get Absolute to the Max.
To the max. Yeah, and that's $5 more for the variant. Yeah. Because that's because, like I said, that's going to be print to order, so there's going to be less of that. So, yeah.
Yeah, still very affordable.
Oh yeah.
Absolute Signature.
Yeah, not everybody wants a signature, so, and also a lot of people are, some people will sign everything. It does reduce collectability at that point. So it just, this way, if people want a signature, they can get one. You get to pick which cover you want, though. So if you pick the Max cover, you do save $5. So you get the Max cover, and the signature is free at that point.
Cyborg says, Jason, good news. You're trending to make $28 more than book 1.
I was hoping to have a lot more, but that is good news, I guess.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you offered signatures on your previous campaign too, right?
Yeah, I had a signature tier in my last campaign too. Also, at the higher tiers, I think I signed those as well too. So,
did you have any backers who who wanted it signed still, but they wanted it signed on the inside instead of on the cover?
Not on the last one. I think on this campaign somebody had asked me. I got to check my emails. I did tell them to keep an eye on the updates, and that way they could just remind me. But I know I did have somebody asking me to sign it on the interior, and that's fine. I'll do that.
All right. So that was Absolute Signature. Then we've got the Absolute Poster.
Mm-hmm. And that comes with that poster that you saw in the works. And I think you could choose the cover you want. I can't remember.
All right.
I never remember half the stuff I do.
What are the dimensions of this poster?
It's 11 by 17, and I know everybody doesn't like it, but I do fold them and put them in. I don't want to charge people like $10 more to ship a poster, so, or whatever extra cost it is in a tube. That way, it just saves on shipping, in my opinion. And I know people kind of are frowned upon it, but if you unfold it, I fold it when I ship it. So by the time you get it, if you unfold it right away, put it in a poster thing, the fold should come right out. There shouldn't be any breaking in the ink.
Yeah, it's not like you're doing a hard crease on it or anything like that.
Yeah.
No.
But like I said, it's I haven't had any complaints about the last poster, and I even think Shay or Cy or somebody had said that it didn't break any, and they thought it turned out well too. So nobody said anything negative about it. So, and if something happens, hit me up. Let me know. I'll send you out another one, unfolded. Probably I'll just send it flat. You know, we'll see.
I heard on some campaigns, or a few campaigns, they put it like in a plastic sleeve, and then they lay it down, right? And then they put their books on top of the first half, and then they roll it or gently fold it over over the top, and then they close it up. And that seems to work for some creators.
I would have to fold it twice because it's 11 by 17.
Fold it.
If you fold it once in half, it's not going to fit in with the comic book.
Oh, it won't? Oh, okay. All right.
You know, because it's so big.
I'm doing it wrong then.
Yeah. Well, I fold it. I fold it in half, and then I fold it in another half, so it's four folded. But I insert it into the book. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, nobody's complained about it yet, and it's been a while. So, yeah.
You'll break 10K. Backer kit doesn't calculate the Valkyrie flight.
Oh, okay. All right, good. It's good to hear, Si. I also do plan on. I hit him up. I know he's insanely busy. If I never hear back from him, I ain't mad. I hit up Frega. Hopefully, I can get on his channel too.
Nice.
So, yeah.
No problem with me.
Yeah. Thank you, Slipstick.
I did end up with the poster, lots of stickers, the patch, and an original color art piece. Ooh wee.
No foil red Absolute Valkyrie card though.
Oh.
Back higher, friend.
Oh my gosh. Absolute sketch card. So
yeah.
The sketch card alone. Oh, plus you get a book, right?
Yeah, you get the book and the poster. So there's limited to 13 of them. But this way, for $5 you get a sketch card and the poster rather than just back in the poster tier. So that's actually the best way to go. I've seen a lot of sketch cards go from like $25, $40. Obviously they're big names maybe, but it's a sketch card. I can bang it out in a few minutes, and it adds to the collectability. So somebody back, there's 4 more, I think.
Yeah. 9 of 13 claimed already. Jeez.
Yeah, so there's 4 more. Back them like you.
Yeah, for sure. They're selling like hotcakes. Then you've got Absolute 1 and 2. So you get the original book. Yeah.
And book 1 is available as an add-on as well. So if you wanted another tier, you can get it as an add-on at checkout. Plus all the majority of the other merch from the last campaign as well. It's like in a bundle. I bundled them together. The patch, this poster, and the trading cards.
Considering I was in Southeast Asia and it was Shea backing, I will back higher than higher
than 0
this time.
Well, I mean, you're not going to get that Absolute Valkyrie foil card, though.
Oh,
that was on the last campaign. You should have been there. Not my fault. You were taking care of your personal life.
Is the foil card in the bundle?
No. Just the regular trading cards. You got Danny, the female lead. You have the Envy. You have a Samurai Priest drawn by Frega, colored by me. The black and white one isn't available. That was exclusive to the first campaign. And you have another trading card. I can't remember who it is at this juncture right now. But yeah, anyway, and then also the poster and the patch. So it's all bundled together. So yeah, and I think at a fairly good price for all of it. So, considering the poster itself was like $10 in the last campaign, you're getting everything for 15. So it's a good price.
Then the deal's off.
Well, I mean, hey, what can I tell you?
Oh, fuck it. I'll get the card and make it foil.
They'll just foil it themselves. They'll wrap it around with aluminum foil.
Exactly.
There you go. Foil
Tommy
card.
Mark method.
Like Tommy Mark, yeah.
The not chromium version. Pretty sweet.
That was fun.
So that's books 1 and 2. Then you've got the Absolute Sketch Plus.
Yes, and this is where the Absolute Cyborg foil card comes in. Plus, you get a head sketch, which will probably be more than just a sketch. If people know me, they know it tends to look like almost a commission piece. It's pretty detailed. 6x9. It's not in the book. You know, you could hang it up if you want. And you get to pick which character you want too. So if you read the first book, you can pick from what characters you want. So yeah. Nice.
Then we've got the Absolute one-off interior art. Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that I'll do a one-off print of one of the pages. I'll add live ink to it. And like I said, that's almost no different anyway than what I do because I pretty much anyway. So yes, there will be some live ink. The whole thing won't be re-inked. That would take forever. But there'll be some live ink on it. Plus, you get almost everything else in the campaign on top of it. So you get a lot. You get a big bang for your buck there.
For sure. Yeah. Be sure, if you haven't already, back Absolute Book 2. If you've already backed it, consider backing it again.
Back it again.
Back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady.
Yes, friend.
If by chance you haven't had a chance to back it or you don't have the means to do so, please consider sharing it all over social media. Share the campaign, share the stream.
Spread the
Let's
love.
get more eyeballs on it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how funny. So there's 2 already claimed, so there's only 19 more interior pieces.
I thought there should be more than that. For the
Absolute one-off interior.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Unless I'm doing that wrong.
That's right, because I guess I could do the 2-page, but the 2-page spread isn't included in that. That's why.
That was my other question. Were there any 2-page spreads?
Yeah, there was. There's a 2-page spread in the first half of the book, but I don't know. I would rather that be a traditional piece to sell. Like I said, I don't knock the one-off prints because I do sell them. But for something like that, I would think somebody would want like a full-on traditional. So I mean, if somebody wants it 2-page printed out, I'll quote you a price. You may not like it, but I'll quote you a price, and then I'll ship it to you. On top of everything else in the campaign, because that in itself would be a tier. But yeah, so.
I love you, Jason. For anyone who doesn't know, I bust Jason's balls, but his merch is worth all the dollars, and his first book is amazing.
Thank you, Cy. I appreciate that. Yeah, Cy's good people. Good Cy, I should say. Good cyborg. Cy's good cyborg. They're half people.
Yeah, get it right.
Yeah, we have a good time, and I respect Cy's opinion. So thank you very much for that.
Indeed. And then we've got Absolute Original Interior Art.
Yep. Yeah, so that's, like I said, 20% digital, 80%. So in a way, you could think about it as like 20% penciled digitally and 80% inked traditionally. And I do tend to go over lines quite a lot, so it's usually more than that even. And then you get everything else in the campaign. So I think sketch cards are excluded from that, though. But yeah, you get everything else in the campaign.
I'm having a brain fart. So one-off interior pages, you have one of them. And then original interior art, you got 23 of.
I don't have one. What?
Well, I was just trying to understand the difference between the interior art versus. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. Absolute one-off interior art. Absolute original interior art.
Right. The one is a one-off print because I work digitally in the first half of the book.
Okay, all right, all right.
Yeah. So the one-off prints are the first half of the book. So you're going to get a page from the first half of the book. The traditional ones are from the second half of the book.
Oh,
So yeah. So you're going to get a page from there. Like you're going to get a random of 23 to 21 pages or 20 page whatever that I have it numbered. I only have it at 23 also for the traditional one because the book is anywhere from 46, I believe 46 to 60 pages. I don't know how many yet because the way I work is I write it as I go and I know how it ends, but I don't know how it's going to lead to it, how it's going to get there. So there might be more pages than the last book, which is fine. I don't mind.
oh yeah, for sure.
The cost is the same, so I mean for the consumer. Like I'll have to pay more for the extra pages, but it's not a big deal.
Oh, right, right, right. I see what you mean. And absolute original art cover.
Yeah, so you get the cover to the original. You get the artwork to the original cover, and then everything else in the campaign.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
All right, this is one of my favorite parts. Checking out the items that are sold out but are still viewable but inaccessible. Because, well, for starters, it shows you what you missed out on, and second, it's kind of a reminder of next time, focus hard on all these great tiers because you don't want to drop the ball next campaign.
That's right.
Absolute Christopher John.
Yeah. Now this is where these other trading cards come into play. We'll read them off and then I'll go over them. One of them is not up there yet, but
All right. So the Christopher John one is. Oh, wait a minute. So is this just a zoomed in version of the trading card image, or was it?
you get with that one. They got the original artwork from Christopher John. You get a trading card that I colored from his line art that'll be in the campaign that almost everyone gets, and you'll also get a printed. You get the book, and you also get a printed colored 8.5 by 11 print of the colored versions. You get like a little mini poster in a way.
Wow.
Yeah. So now the reason why I say not everybody will get it is because with this campaign, there's three trade. I had guest artists draw 3 different trading cards. Now everybody gets 2 out of those 3. So if you only back one time, you're only going to get 2 out of those 3 and they're random. You're only going to get 2 out of those 3 trading cards. But if you back twice, your odds are pretty good. Then you're going to get all the 3 trading cards. You'll have a little extra, but you can just sell them or put them in your bike spokes. I don't know. But yeah, so the more often you back, the higher chances you have at getting all 3 trading cards. And since I put them in randomly, you might get 2 of the same trading cards.
Right.
I don't know, so so yeah, yeah, exactly. So that's why if you back twice, the odds are pretty good. But this is the first one of those 3 is the Christopher John one that he drew up and I colored it.
The original art. What are the dimensions of that?
His was 8.5 by 11, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. And then next one is Death Metal Hero.
Yeah, everyone. His real name is Luke Aglietta, or I think I butchered it, but it could be Aglietta and really butcher it. But I don't know how big his original one was because I just received it in the mail today, and I was going to open it on a mail call.
Oh, all right, cool.
But it's in a pretty big package, so his might be a little bit bigger than 8.5 by 11 because I just assumed everybody was working at a smaller size, because I working at a big size but shrinking it down because that's what I did to color them and print them out as trading cards. So his is gigantic though, so I don't know if he just really packaged it well or if he worked at a ginormous size. So yeah, but once again, they get the original art, they get the card, they get the book, and they get a little printout of the thing as well.
That'd be kind of funny if it was like one of those, like what I do for prank Christmas gifts sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And you put a small item in a box, in a box, in a box, in a box.
Yeah,
So
it's. I mean, he could have just packaged it really well. You know,
yeah.
I don't know. You know, it's possible that he just didn't want it to get damaged, but like this is what he sent
Wow.
it in. So it, yeah, it's like, dude, how large did you work? I mean, he could have worked 11 by 14 also. I don't know.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Good night, Slipstick. Good night. Good
See you
show.
later, Slipstick. And I'm gonna show those cards in a minute here.
Sweet.
So
Cyborg says, big size.
Sigh.
uh, so that was the Death Metal Hero one.
Mhm.
We had the Become Affected.
Yep.
Holy moly.
Now with that, the characters in the book, because of alien experimentation, you had Fallout, and then you had like everybody having children for years on end afterwards. Their DNA was altered and changed and everything. So people are either physically mutated. Some of them actually have superpowers and can cast spells or do certain things. So that's what the affected are. Now I did draw up one in. Let me show it. I'm going to show it actually. I know you have one more tier to show, but I'm going to show this card here, and then I'll show the other ones while we're sharing screen anyway, so that way we can get it all in one shot. Kill 8 birds with one stone.
8 birds.
I don't want to share that. I want to share the window because I've
8 birds in one blow.
Yep. All right. So yeah, this is one of the trading cards everyone gets, and the great Frog G was one of the backers of it. And so I drew it up, and I drew up the frog and the wrench and everything like that, and all the tools. But I had Ink Spots color this one from Cash Grab and Charlie's London,
Yeah.
from East Coast to the Limelight, and he did an amazing job. He did the
Yeah.
background. He added this rock in the forefront. He really crushed it. He kept true to the lines, to the line art. He didn't, try to hide them or anything. And
Whoa.
yeah, so he did a great job.
That's
And so now everybody gets this one. Everybody gets this one, and I'm also working on one for the other backer. This is the work in progress of it. Because what I do is I draw it up, like the outline 20. Like this would be is all I do digitally would be what you see like in that line right, those lines right there. That'll be it. I'll print this up and then I'll traditionally go in and just add like scales and cross hatching and I'll add all the busy stuff.
That's cool.
So yeah, so they do get an original piece of art. So so everybody gets these two. They get the Frog G one and this one. So everybody gets that one and not that one, and this one. So everybody will get these no matter what tier you back. And as far as the other ones, the 2 of 3. This is what they look like. You have this one is the Christopher John piece that I colored and he drew. He's Christopher John. He's currently working on an 8-page story for Narwhal.
Nice.
Yeah. So and I was lucky to snag him when I did because after he did this, he was closed for commissions. He wasn't taking anything.
Oh
So,
man.
yeah. And I love his style. It's like a mix of Joe Madureira with Walter Simonson. It's just he's got a great eye. 2 of them actually. Yeah, and then this one here is this is Boob Dan. This is Dan Plagle did this one. It's not up on the campaign yet. I don't have the art yet, the line art. He hasn't the original, but this is his. He drew it. I colored it up. So this is one of the 3 that people could get. It's actually kind of small.
Yeah, I like the finished result. That's nice.
I should have pulled up a higher res, but yeah. So yeah, this wasn't a hard but easy one to color. He added a lot of shading and grayscale, which made it really easy to color her. The background is what kind of threw me off, but he really liked what I did with it, and I'm pleased. And this is the Death Metal Hero one. The white border won't be there, but he has the very classic style. It reminds me a little bit of like Neil Adams and stuff like that. It's a very classic style, and so I really like his stuff. And he's working on Dan Plagle's got Goblin Girl that he's working on, and Luke is working on a horror anthology with Shay. Plus he's working on his own project, so he's got some stuff that's going to be coming out too. So yeah, and I like all their work, so I really wanted some artwork by them. So those are the 3 that 2 out of 3 of those everybody will get. If you
Holy
back more often, you'll get all 3,
cow.
probably. So there's a lot of trading cards in this campaign, um, as well as the last one. So that's why I'm going to probably send like a card, holder, like an 8 card holder, 9 card holder with it. So
Nice. Uh, yeah, big size. Instead of big size, big size.
every time, Si.
Gotta
Always something.
run. Great show. Back Absolute Book 2, friend.
Peace out, Si. Have a good one. I'll see you later.
And yeah, become affected. So,
That was the affected ones, the Frog G one and then the Dragon one.
so they're going to be in the story, right?
No, they're not in the story, but
Oh.
they are now. That's not to say like the Frog G one. Everyone loved that so much. I'm actually gonna make a comic. Inkspots and I are gonna now. When I don't know, so don't quote me on like this could happen in 5 years. We don't know when it'll happen. But Inkspots was behind it. Like he was like, yes, I really want to do this too. So it'll be creator owned by Inkspots, me, and Frog G. Yeah, well, I mean, he created the character. He gave me the descriptions and everything like that. So Frog G does own the pretty much that character as well. So I'd have to drop some contracts to negotiate like percentages and stuff like that. But that's just behind the scenes crap that nobody really cares about too much. But that'll be a comic coming up sometime soon. So they're trading cards with the D&D stats on the back of them. The dragon one will be a little tricky, but but yeah, that's so yeah, to mix that up. But yeah, so they're not in the book, but they could be in future books. You never know.
Wow. Sweet.
Yeah.
And then the Absolute Maximized art cover.
Yeah, that one sold. The max cover, the variant, original art for it.
Out of curiosity, did it sell day one while you were being funded?
No.
All right.
No.
But
Yeah,
dang,
yeah.
nice. Congrats on that for sure.
Thanks, man.
How big did you do your work in 11 by 17?
I work 11 by 17. Even if it's digital, I work 11 by 17.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now, I might, because you work 11 by 17 paper, but you really are only usually drawing about 10 by 15. That's even with full bleed. So I might try to scale down a little bit in the future and draw like on smaller paper. It would probably help me out since I work full bleed almost all the time anyway. And it would just save on time rather than and then like shipping. Not even shipping costs really. It'd be the same, but I don't know. It just seems almost more feasible at that point. I'll see what happens.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is phenomenal stuff.
Thanks.
You
Man.
gotta
I
do
really
yourself,
appreciate it.
man. Outdid yourself.
Thank you.
Let's see here. So, Absolute Book 2. Book 2. Book 2.
Yep.
So 236% funded. And 7 days left of funding. Then it'll go in demand.
Yep.
If you were to come up with the percentage as to what your progress is today, where would you estimate it to be?
Well, the book is at the same amount. I put a halt on doing interiors for now because, but just because of the way my work schedule is working and home life, I would only have like a couple hours to really draw a page, or to start drawing a page, and by that time I'm halfway into one panel, So and that just ruins the whole momentum anyway. So I've been working on like the trading cards and stuff like that. So the book is at the same percentage, but as far as everything else goes, it's almost that. Like I said, I only need 2 more cards aside from the stickers, and that's it. So I'm at I would say overall probably about like 65% because the cards and stuff like that. Once they're done, the book is the majority. But once those are done, I can focus more and I'll start hammering out the interiors a lot faster once summer comes and I actually have some more help around here to help with like the dinners and taking care of things and stuff like that. So
Nice.
yeah. So I mean, I'm I'm farther along, but not just in the book.
Right. And it's cool that you're keeping your backers informed and being transparent.
Yeah, I try to post an update every week. It might be like every week and a half or week 2 days or something, but I try to
That's a
post
good
it.
amount of updates. Yeah.
Yeah. But the reason why I also post updates that are actually relevant, I don't want to post, hey, still working on the book, and that's it,
Right.
because I don't have, I kind of post when I have like a trading card line art done or the full thing done or something like that. That way, people can see results rather than just hear, it's like, yeah, I'm not hearing any updates really. This is kind of pointless.
Right.
So yeah, see, like I posted the line art and then I posted the actual whole card after that. So
Man. Yeah. And I'm sorry, did you say the colors are by ink spots?
yep,
Wow, that's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I've been a fan of ink spots for a long time, since coming into crowdfunding, ever since I saw Cash Grab actually. I was like, wow, this guy's actually amazing. You could tell. And now the next card, if he's still available, I know work is starting to pump up with him. I already asked him and he said yes, but we'll see where he's at. I want to have Matt Yaki color the next card.
Oh my gosh. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, so that would be cool.
Sweet. Yeah, Matt Yaki does all the colors for Frega's books, right?
Yep, he does Black Flag. I don't know if he still does, but he colors or colored stuff for Glenn Danzig. He's done stuff for Image, Marvel, stuff like
Ah,
that. So it would be a huge honor, for him to color something. I mean, obviously he'd get paid, but it would be a big honor for him to color something.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Um, yeah, so if you haven't already, go ahead and back Absolute Book 2. If you have backed it, consider backing
Back it
it
again.
again.
Yeah, because you might get you could get those other trading cards.
For sure. Yeah, back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady.
Mm.
If by chance you don't have the means to back it today, or you're just waiting for your next paycheck or what have you, please share this all over on social media. Share the link to the campaign, share the link to the stream, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
Welcome, Boob Dan Art. Back
Hey,
to
old friend.
book 2, friend.
Yes, friend. I was just talking about you.
Indeed. Is that a little
Indeed.
octopus? Oh, wow.
Yes, that is an octopus.
Uh,
He's into hentai. What can I say?
Very nice. Good to have you.
Yeah, welcome.
Let's watch this trailer once more.
Once more.
Our heroes are captured and tortured for information. Parler and probed by the Omni Horde, who reveal the secrets of the Tamalti and secure their position as the ultimate species. Will they survive? Will the dream of 2 new heroes help them overthrow vicious Omni overlords? Will their heroes save the planet? Find out on the epic conclusion to Absolute.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Great looking stuff.
Thanks, man.
Cool campaign. Let's see. Hey, I think now's a good time to wrap things up, bring it to a close.
Mm.
I am going to give you the floor, sir. Will you share with the world how you can be found on social media?
You can find me on the tweets at Unhinged Ent right there. Also, go subscribe to Unhinged Entertainment. I do Test Your Might. I do mail calls, and I do topic lists with Death Metal Hero every other week on my channel. The other weeks is on his channel. We draw, we have fun, we have guests. It's a good time. We've had people on like Preston Acevedo, Dan Frega, Boob Dan. You name it. I can't even think of how many other people we've had. 656, I think he's joined us once or twice, maybe. Or maybe they're too shy. What are you shy about, 656? But yeah, no, it's fun. So go subscribe to Unhinged Entertainment. And on Instagram, I'm Jason Bascom. plain and simple. You can look me up there. I try to post frequently to there too, but I tend to forget. So yeah. So and everyone like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications for WyzGyz.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, so everyone knows where to reach me. If you don't, then check out the description in every one of my streams. It's got all my social media doodads and whatchamacallits. Yeah, as Jason said, like, comment, subscribe, mark the bell for notifications, indicate all notifications, so hopefully you don't miss a single video or stream.
Yeah.
I want.
If I could, don't forget to sign up for Goblin Girl on Indiegogo.
Indeed.
Sign up
Yes,
now, friend. Yes.
Absolutely. Oh. Ta-da! There
It's
we go.
contagious.
I'm addicted to the word.
We're addicted to it now.
Yes. Very good, very good. And I want to take a moment to thank everyone in the audience.
Hail the chat.
An honor to have you join us in these chats. Thank you to everyone who watches this on replay. And thank you to our very, very special guest, Jason.
Thank you, sir, for having me.
Entertainment.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, it's always a pleasure. You're always welcome on the channel. And hey, take it easy, everyone. Have a great night. Thank y'all. Bye.
Final guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sameti. The YouTube sensation. How you doing? Welcome to the show.